How's it in Argentina? Is there any custom like unpaid overtime?
Oh my god, that's crazy. Here, if you work overtime, usually I lived in Japan for almost like 2 years, but I only have experience working in like part-time jobs, like baito. So I don't have the experience of working in a company, but even with my part-time jobs, I felt like there was some pressure from the boss, and also they were like not so kind with the employees. Like I think here they will try to like.
Thank you for your time. I'm Louis. May I have your name?
Yes, of course. I'm Pam.
Pam. I'm glad to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Where are you from?
I'm from Buenos Aires, Argentina.
Okay. Now you live in Argentina.
Yes.
Okay. I will ask you some question about the work environment in your country.
Okay.
So now are you employee or self-employed?
Right now I'm self-employed.
Okay. What do you do for living?
I'm a graphic designer.
Perfect. So cool. So I'm gonna ask about the paid holidays.
Okay.
In Japan, the law ensures a minimum of 10 paid holidays per year after 6 months of starting a job. But many people don't take them all due to high pressures from the boss or the environment, the company. How many paid holidays do you get per year in Argentina? And what's the legal minimum in your country?
Okay, because I'm self-employed, I don't have like paid vacation, of course, but I think usually in Argentina you get 14 days, like 2 weeks per year.
Okay.
And depending on how long have you been in the company, maybe you can get more days after like some years, maybe it will add a week or something like that.
Okay, so generally the Argentinian people get the paid holiday after 1 year's work, like 1 week, 2 weeks.
That really depends on the
job.
job, I think, but I'm not sure because I usually work as a freelancer, but maybe like 6 months.
Okay. In 2019, the government required people to take 5 days off as a part of work reform in Japan. But it's often difficult to take them all at once. In the end, most of people end up taking 1 day off at a time through the year.
That's crazy.
Yes. What do you think about this compared to your country?
Yes, no, that's crazy for us, I think. Here you can definitely like take vacations without pressure from your boss, and I don't think no one will be willing to work if only they have like 1 day of paid holidays.
You don't hesitate to ask the boss, I wanted these days want to have holidays.
No.
You don't feel scared or nervous? You don't feel that?
I don't think we feel scared because we think that like that's all right, and usually before you take a job they will tell you like, okay, you will have this amount of days and these are the conditions, and if you have that you are free to ask your boss. Of course, if you are like, I don't know, working in a project with a deadline and you want to talk with your coworkers to like adjust the holiday that each other takes to like get the project done, you can do that, but it's like we feel that it's alright to take paid holidays.
Understand. And do you usually take them all at once, your paid holiday, or is it common to split them up?
Well,
Like a can connection with public holiday in Argentina?
Yes, we can connect with public holidays. We usually do it that way, so we get like longer vacations.
Nice.
But splitting depends on you. Maybe if you want to take 1 week during the summer and 1 week during the winter, because of personal reasons, it's okay, but you can also just take the 2 weeks all together.
Nice.
It's really up to you, and of course, like discussing with your boss, but you should be able to.
Because in Japan it's impossible that you can connection holiday with paid holiday. For example, we have a big holiday in New Year's. If you make a connection 1 week paid holiday, it's impossible. You can connection maybe if you work more longer, 2 days or 3 days.
Wow.
But we can use paid holiday like 2 days, 3 days each.
No.
So we don't have a big vacation.
It's crazy for me.
So if you want to take a paid holiday, and when you ask the boss, your boss discuss or complain about your vacation, they give like a bad attitude. Don't have this.
Okay, usually I don't think they will have a bad attitude. As I said before, maybe you just have to discuss like when you want to take the holidays and if it's okay with the schedule that you have. But otherwise, you shouldn't get any attitude from your boss.
And do your boss contact you about work while you are on a vacation, and do you have to deal with it?
No, usually not. Maybe if you are like in a really high position in a company and like your opinion is really needed for something, maybe like you will have like a work phone, they can contact you, but usually not.
And normally you use paid holidays for travel abroad or something like you specific you do?
Yeah, I think most of us like use it to travel, and like sometimes because the economy is not so good, if we don't have enough money to travel, maybe we will stay in our
the
city
house.
But without doing anything related.
Okay. Not really
for
special,
work.
but take a rest.
Yes.
The next question about sick leaves. Do you have a sick leaves in your country laws or in your company? Because in Japan, law there are no specific regulation regarding sick leaves. As Japanese people are not familiar with the concept of sick leaves, so you have like a specific date for if you get the sick, when you wake up, you feel bad, you can easily to get the rest.
Yes, it depends on the company. Some companies require that you call the doctor and the doctor writes like a prescription saying like
Give a document.
this person needs like 2 or 3 days of staying in bed. Like you need that to like make sure that you are sick. Some companies don't even ask for that,
Okay.
but some do. But if you do have that, if you are like truly sick, usually it's okay to take like a sick day.
Even you have sick leaves, is it paid full amount to your salary?
Yes. Yes,
That's
it
good.
is.
And what is the maximum number of days of sick leaves here?
I think here, if you don't have anything like super serious, like maybe 1 or 2 days is common, but we do also have like a license time if you have like a really like important thing that you have to like do some treatment or something, it can be extended for a long time. Maybe the company will not love that, but you can do it.
Okay. So what would happen if you take a sick leaves 1 month, 2 months? You think could it affect your promotion or evaluation?
I think it depends on the reason. If the company think that maybe like you were like overextending your sick days because you don't want to work or something, maybe they will like try to fire you after that. But it really depends on the company and on the person and the excuse or the real sickness.
In Japan, if we feel sick or get the flu, we have to use paid holidays. We only have the paid holidays for about 10 days per year, so it will reduce even further. What do you think about this compared to your country in Argentina?
No, I think that's terrible because sick days you are usually like in bed and you are not like being able to enjoy or relax. So that shouldn't be like a paid holiday day. And here, no, of course, it doesn't interfere at all with our like holiday days.
The next question is about overtime. How many hours do you work per day, and how many days do you work per week?
For me, because I work as a freelancer, some days I just don't have too many projects and I don't have to work. And some days I have to work many hours because I have like a close deadline.
Yeah.
But I think the normal time in Argentina would be from Monday to Friday, 8 hours or 9 hours with 1 hour lunch. So usually you will work 8 hours, but it's not so common to do like extra time, but it also depends on the company and the project and the deadline.
Okay. How often do you work overtime, and how many hours if you have in a day?
But
Well, it's different.
for me,
For you,
it's a special because like I get to decide
Yeah.
if I'm going to overwork myself. So sometimes I do work really long hours to finish a deadline. But I would say for regular work,
in Argentina.
maybe like you can. I don't think you can spend more than 10 hours. I think there must be some regulation about that.
Okay.
It really depends because here we also have a lot of work that it's called en negro, which is like when you work under the table, you don't have any records, and in those cases maybe like they will make you work longer hours, but it
So
depends.
in Argentina have a low regulation for overtime, like after 15 minutes, 30 minutes they pay for you.
I think there must be some regulation. I'm not so aware of it, but I think that there must exist.
Okay. In Japan, one of the reasons for frequent overtime is often difficult to leave until your seniors, boss, coworker leave. How is it in your country? And if you finish work earlier than boss, you feel any pressure to leave, go back to the house? What do you think about this?
I think if you finish your task and you finish like your fixed time, like for example, if you start work at 9 and go to your house at 6, maybe you will have to like wait until 6 until the finishing time, but after that you are free to go. It's okay.
Okay. In Japan, there is also practice called unpaid overtime, which employees do not get paid for working on additional 15 to 30 minutes, or sometimes some hours. Our survey showed that about 40% of people in Japan work on an average of 18 hours of unpaid overtime per month.
No.
How's it in Argentina? Is there any custom like unpaid overtime?
Oh my god, that's crazy. Here, if you work overtime, usually you should get paid. It really depends on the conditions that you're working under. If it's like under law regulation or if it's like under the table, but you should get paid for the extra time.
In Japan, there is an expectation to sacrifice personal time for the sake of contributing to the company. Like after work, let's go drink together. But do you have like similar sense of loyalty and desire to contribute to company in your country?
No,
If you don't,
no,
you can say
I
no.
don't think so. We usually like really value our personal time here. It's like more important than work. So there's no way that we are going to go to like something that's not mandatory if we don't want to.
Okay, so it's the last question. What are your thoughts on the Japanese work culture and the way Japanese people work compared to your country?
I think it's definitely way too much, and there are many like law regulation that must be done because it's not good for like your mental health or your like even your body. Like you cannot work like so many hours, and also if the pay is not a reflection of that and you just do it like because of the pressure, I think that's awful. I lived in Japan for almost like 2 years, but I only have experience working in like part-time jobs like Baito. So I don't have the experience of working in a company, but even with my part-time jobs, I felt like there was some pressure from the boss, and also they were like not so kind with the employees. Like I think here they will try to like respect you,
And it's more relaxed.
it's more relaxed, yes.
Okay.
And of course it's changing here generation by generation, and it's getting more like focused on just getting your task done and not so much in like the hours. So many companies are getting like more relaxed rules.
Understand. Thank you for your time today. That's all question I have for now. Have a good day for you.
Thank you.
Thank you.